What's up guys, welcome back to Retro Virtual Reality. Today I will show you some stuff from the VFX1 Headgear. This headset I got 1995, so this is a long time ago, but they also already had virtual reality headsets like this one. So I will show you how it works, the setup with MS-DOS, a very old operating system, and how the hardware looks. And of course we will play a game. We will play Duke Nukem 3D in virtual reality with this one here, that it has also a small controller that is tracked, and I will show you everything. My name is Voodoo and you can find hardware tests, news, events and gameplays on my channel, so subscribe and don't miss anything. Now let's have some fun with the VFX1 Headgear and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, and this is my old PC that my colleague Uwe gave me. Thanks for this, this is really appreciated, Uwe. So as you can see, here's a very old graphics card that has a slot for this cable here, this flat cable, and this is included at the VFX1 package and goes into this card here. This is the controller card of the VFX1 headset, and it's pretty big, and of course you need a slot for that. And it's not attached now because I want to show it closer. And this is the cable that goes to the headset for the VFX1. This is the audio cable that goes to the sound card. The other connection is going to the sound card, and it also has a microphone here, so we can use it in multiplayer games, like for example Rise of the Triad. And here you can connect the controller, but you can also connect the controller to the headset directly. It has the same connection at the headset directly. So this is the old controller card. It still works, and this is really cool. And yeah, this is the old PC. It's an Intel Pentium 2. Very old.
Okay guys, and this is the calibration tool or the setup tool for the VFX1 Headgear. And you see on the side there's already this spinning headset and the puck. And on the first point we can set up the VIP port. So in earlier days we had to set up the base port and the IRQ. And yeah, it was automatically set to the settings, and we can test it now. And as you can see, everything is fine. So we can leave this point here and go to the next point, set up optics. And this, what you can see here, is shown in the headset itself. So we can check out if the colors are good and everything is fine. And now we can try to test the VFX1 Headgear. So let's give this a try. So this is loading, and now we have to put on the headset. So press spacebar, then it calibrates. And as you can see now, when I rotate my head, this is doing exactly the same. So the tracking is, for the age of this headset, is very, very good. I didn't expect that. Of course it has a little bit latency, but it has 3 degrees of freedom. Even if I turn my head like this to the side, or I turn it around, now you can see a 360 view. You see it from the front. This is unexpected good, the tracking. So yeah, that's how we can calibrate the headset itself. And the next point in the menu is test Cyberpuck. So this is the controller of the VFX1 Headgear, and let's check this out, how this works. It also needs to load a little bit. So as you can see, I got the Cyberpuck now in my right hand, and if I rotate it, it rotates in the software as well. So this is also tracked, but I think it's not as good as the headset. It has a little bit more latency. However, if we rotate it, it's pretty good. And if we push the buttons, then we can see it from another angle. Yeah, it's cool. It works. It works also unexpected good. Yeah. So that was the Cyberpuck. And now if we can go to 5, the calibration, and now he's going to another part of the software, and we can click Germany here, and here we are again. So the last thing here is we can check the firmware version and software version. It's 1.76. I don't think there will be a following newer version. So this is the software, guys. This is how we set up the VFX1 Headgear and calibrate it. So let's check out a game. Okay guys, welcome to the game. I'm playing Duke Nukem 3D now, and this has support for the headset and also for the controller. So if I hold the controller like this, he stays at the same point, and I can look around with my headset, as you can see, up, down, left and right. This is not a problem. And I can shoot with the first button, open with the third, and jump with the two first buttons. And when I hold it like right and left, I can turn around. And if I move it backward and forward, I go backward and forward. So let's try it. Go backwards. Where's the? Give me a sec. It's not so easy. Wow. So I can move around with my head and also with the puck. So as we can do it however we like. Whoa. So let's. It's the latency is pretty good. I didn't expect that, so that's not really a problem here. However, the field of view is pretty small, of course. Let's go here. Oh man. Oh yes. Oops. So we can even strafe if we go like this with our head. Then we can strafe. We can also crouch when we hit the second and third button at the same time. No, go back. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh Where? Oh damn. Damn, I didn't see him. I can tell you, this is much more difficult than with the mouse and keyboard, I tell you. Wow. So this is not very accurate, the controls here. Look at this. It's so amazing to play this with this old headset. Duke 3D in VR. So if you ask me about the field of view, I don't know. It's very small. And the screen door effect is not so bad, to be honest, because the screen is so small. Oh man. Okay guys, I think I will continue to play with my Pimax. This is better resolution. But however, look at the tracking. This works pretty good here. Wow. Very nice. So I think we've seen enough now how it works. So I will show you one more time. Do you see that on the screen? Yes. So if I move it, my puck left like this, then we turn right, sorry, and left. And if we go like this and this. Yeah, damn, I'm looking good. And I can roll my head like this, and we can strafe. And we can look around. Wow, I love this. This is cool. Okay, guys, so let's go back to the studio and talk about it. Okay guys, that was the VFX1 Headgear, and as you can see, we could already play virtual reality in the year 1995. So I played Duke Nukem, Duke Nukem 3D, and this is a cool page here. It's called Mindflux, and here we can compare the resolution, for example. So the VFX1 Headgear has a resolution of 263 by 230 per eye. When we compare it to the Pimax 5K Plus, this has 2560 by 1440 per eye. So this is a little different. However, we can also see it has 256 colors. This is not so much. We have a field of view of diagonal 45 degrees. This is at last bigger than the HoloLens 1. You can see stuff. It's definitely possible, and the tracking is better than you would expect. So there is, of course, there is latency a little bit, but not really bad. So you could play some games with that. And here's a page where we can see the games that are supported. And yeah, the first one is a Duke Nukem 3D that I showed you, and it's possible with the special driver, and you can also use the Cyberpunk 3D video. So there's a little error here because it definitely worked. It was 3D video, so I don't know why there's an X. Perhaps it's an older version here, I don't know. So here's listed if you need a driver or a VR mouse, or if it's native supported. So there are some cool games: MechWarrior, Terminator, Rise of the Triad, Magic Carpet, Doom, Quake, Hexen, Descent, Redneck Rampage, and some really cool games. Dark Forces as well, Simcopter, lol, Comanche, and this is cool. This is really good. So what do you think, guys? Is it worth it? Did you even try it perhaps? So the setup of this thing is, you really need to know about MS-DOS. This is a very old, very old operating system. So perhaps some of you that just are watching here don't know what that is. So that was very complicated. So perhaps if you want to get into a folder in Microsoft Windows, you just go to the Explorer, double click C, and double click, for example, games or something like that. If you want to switch to this folder in MS-DOS, you have to type some stuff. So you type CD and then space and then games and then return, and then you get to the folder. So that was how it works, and that was a lot of effort for me to show you this gameplay. It took me hours and hours to set this up, because you need two files like a config.sys and autoexec.bat to make this possible. You have to put some code inside there so that it works. Holy, well, that was so bad. So I only showed you one game, because if I would configure another game, it would take me some additional hours. I have no time for that. However, you saw the gameplay, and it was definitely possible. So guys, if you liked the video, then give me thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE